Hey guys, it's Erica with Sirens Aquatics. We decided to redo the axolotl tank, and I thought we would go over the progression. Before our axolotl was in this 10-gallon tank, he lived in a plastic Tupperware container. You can check out more about that in our last video about juvenile axolotl care. But before we get started, take a moment to check out the new merchandise in our Zazzle store, like this axolotl mug. But for now, we're going to look at this bare bottom 10-gallon tank. It served him pretty well for a little while and he ate and grew, but then I started noticing that the bare bottom gave him a lot of stress. So to avoid this, I decided that we needed to add a substrate. After a lot of research and thought, I decided to go with a blasting sand. This is small enough that even if he eats it, it should pass right through. And I've seen a lot of horror stories where axolotls got something stuck in their mouth, such as gravel. So I can understand why people choose bare bottoms, but I've also seen people use tile, which was pretty cool. I also decided to go with black because I have a golden albino axolotl and I wanted to be able to see him. He seems to get lost in a bare bottom tank without a backdrop, so I really wanted to make him pop. When we began moving him to the 10-gallon tank from the plastic container, I decided to piggyback off of a cycle from my other 10-gallon tank. That's where I got the Prefilter sponge you see on the hang-on back filter there. Then I added some sponges from the aquarium later on and just slowly built up so that the cycle could catch up as we went. So other than that, there really wasn't much to putting this tank together since I already had all the pieces waiting and ready to go other than the substrate. So you just want to continue filling it up, and I let the filter run for a little while to try and let everything settle. I scooped up some of the floaters with a coffee filter, of course an unbleached one, and I did all of that before I considered putting him back in. And I would recommend letting it sit for about half an hour before you put anything back in. And here he is a couple days after we changed his environment. The things that I observed was that he enjoyed being able to grasp the sand, and that helped him crawl along the bottom. You can see he still floats tail end up. He's done that since I got him, but it does seem to be getting better. It doesn't seem to affect him much, just seems to annoy him more than anything. Although I don't really know if it's a boy yet. So far, I am really happy with the change in substrate too. I can see him a lot better, so when I'm sitting in this room, it's easier to see him crawling along the bottom. He might swim to the top and float his way down, but I can see him, and before he was really hard to find, so I'm enjoying that a lot. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.